Hey, what is up you guys, Reversal here and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. So in this one we're going to be completely breaking down the latest update of Pokemon Go. Everything that you know and don't know about this update will be covered here right now in this video alongside with the Datamine of version 0.89.1 which was released last night in Pokemon Go. If you don't have the game updated yet, there will be a link in the description down below where you can go ahead and download the latest update for Pokemon Go. Before we get into the full breakdown, I'm here to let you guys know I actually have new merch. There's a reversal mug right now available. If you go to teespring.com/revmug, you can get yourself the first edition reversal mug. It's the first ever merchandise that I'm releasing, so there's a very limited supply. There's only 200 available and you can get it for 10 bucks a pop. So yeah, definitely check them out. I'm really excited how they're going to be turning out. They have my reversal logo in there. Obviously in the future I'm going to be getting some better and cooler logos and stuff, and I'm going to be making some t-shirts. I'm working on this. I just want to see how this one's going to be going, and then we can get into other stuff as well. So there will be a link once again in the description down below, teespring.com/revmug. That being said, let's jump into the breakdown of this update of Pokemon Go. When you start up Pokemon Go with the latest update, there will be a brand new loading screen. It's a really nice one celebrating 2018. It is the first update of the year, and there's actually a really cool reference to last year where the baby Pokemon are watching fireworks. You can actually see Cleffa, Pichu, Togepi and Igglybuff just chilling down there in the back. And then at the top you actually see Loudred as well. That is a Gen 3 Pokemon that will be released very soon. It's a really cool Pokemon because essentially it's like Pidgeotto. You need 12 candy for a Wishmer to be evolved into a Loudred, so it's definitely going to be one of these experienced Pokemon in Pokemon Go. As mentioned in the notes by Pokemon Go, the transfer glitch has been fixed. Right now if you mass transfer a Pokemon, it no longer bumps you back up to the top of your collector screen. Also, if you select the Pokemon single-handedly and if you rename the Pokemon, you favorite the Pokemon and then transfer the Pokemon, it will also no longer bump you back to the top. The Pokédex got a nice visual change. It is now sorted by generation or region. You got Kanto as Gen 1, you got Johto as Gen 2, and then Hoenn as Gen 3. At the very top, if you tap on any of the numbers, it will bring you to the respective generation for your Pokédex. So that's very nice. It makes it easier for you to actually find the Pokemon you need. One really unexpected change that has been made is the sorting order of your incubators. Right now, it is easier than ever to select the incubator that you want. No longer will you have to scroll through endless amounts of incubators in order to find the incubator that you need, and you can actually select your permanent incubator much easier now, so this is a very awesome change. The skill of Pokemon in the game has been changed by quite a bit. Some Pokemon are easier to catch, some are harder to catch. Natu, for example, is really big in the overworld, and then Mr. Mime is tinier than Natu for whatever reason. Also, Kyogre is now much easier to catch. It is much larger in the game. That's a very welcome change because Kyogre, without a doubt, has been the hardest legendary boss ever to be released in Pokemon Go. I actually managed to get an excellent throw on this Pokemon 3 times in a row, so that definitely tells us that you know, it's much easier to catch it right now. And then at the same time, buddy Pokemon icons might look a little bit different than before. Just in general, certain Pokemon might be easier or harder to catch than before, but then there's also a couple of bugs which we're gonna get into a little bit later with this. Next up, we got shiny Pokemon. Shiny Pokemon now have a shiny icon indicating that it's actually a shiny Pokemon. So now there can no longer be a mistake whether or not your Pichu is a shiny or not, because, well, to be completely honest, Pichu is kind of hard to see whenever it's a shiny or not. So that has now been changed. When you are on the Pokemon collection screen, the tab above now shows at the very left side Party Beta. Besides the word beta being added to parties, nothing has really been changed from its functionality. It's still the exact same it worked before. However, some of you guys might notice that if you log into your Pokemon Go account on a different device, you won't have the same parties. That is something that has been there since the start, so that's why it's still in beta. So over here in my Pokemon collection, you can actually tell that long names are no longer smaller in size. They used to resize the longer the name became. That is no longer the case. They're all the normal size right now. Another change that has been made is that snow has been fixed. It actually looks great again how it used to. I have no idea why they decided to change that, but it looks really good again. So this next one, I'm not sure if this is intentional or a glitch, but Pokemon Go now remembers the last ball that was selected and it will carry over to the next encounter. So if you throw an Ultra Ball, you catch the Pokemon in the next encounter, it will also have an Ultra Ball. However, your Pokemon Go Plus device will always still use a Pokeball for catching as it always has. Just a minor little change here. This is actually your minor text fix, if you guys were curious about that. The instructions of raid battles are now finally updated with the right text, because it used to say charging and now it actually says tapping. And then with this latest update, there's a couple of bugs that have been discovered. Kyogre, Lugia and Wilmer, due to their resizing, the CP is unfortunately completely covered. And then this next one is pretty funny. Some Pokemon go completely crazy and are all over the place during certain weather conditions. I have no idea what's causing this, but this will definitely be fixed in the nearby future. And then if you have Pokemon defending and you're looking up your defenders in your Pokemon collection, some might show a different gym color, which is really strange because obviously, you know, you're one color and then it will show a different color. So that should be fixed soon. And then of course we got the data mine. Now we covered most of the stuff in the data mine, but massive credits go to PokemonGoHub.net, and of course the Silph Road, their data mines will be linked in the description down below. But basically what they found out is that AR Plus has gotten some fixes to make it work a little bit better. The map has a couple of new renders for roads, water, building and parks to make it look better than before or use less memory. Swiping appears to be optimized to the side, so if you're, you know, swiping between Pokemon or maybe during battle, it should be a little bit more smooth. And then switching to AR, if you turn it on and off, it does no longer reposition the Pokemon. It no longer resets the position of the Pokemon, so it will remain the same. So if a Pokemon moves to the side and if you turn on and turn off AR, it will remain at the same position. I'm pretty sure that some of you guys are not going to be happy with that, because that was your way of resetting the encounter. But essentially you can also run away and reset it that way. So that's maybe the alternative. I'm not sure if you're going to be attempting that. But yeah, so this is it. This is the Pokemon Go update. It's a massive one. This is a massive quality of life update. Arguably the biggest one we've had so far. A couple of bugs that have been fixed, a couple of new bugs that have surfaced, but some features that have been implemented in the game, which makes the game very, very awesome. Upcoming Saturday, there's Pokemon Go Community Day. I released a video very recently which I talked about how you guys have the capability of easily getting 1 million experience in one day, so be sure to check that out. I'll leave a link to that at the end card and also in the description down below. And if you guys like this new format of Pokemon Go Update news and just the update coverage, then make sure you leave a like as well. That way you guys tell me that I need to do this more often, because I kind of like this new approach. Anyway, be sure to subscribe for more Pokemon Go videos like these. And this has been Reverse for Pokemon Go. I'm gonna be signing off. Make sure you order my mug. It's the first ever thing that I'm releasing to the channel. Anyway, this has been Reverse for Pokemon Go. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.